Happy Equinox, everybody. It's Monday, September 22nd. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. Boy, we got them stacked up, don't we? How about a solar eclipse, and then Mars entering Scorpio, and then the sun entering Leo, and day and night are balanced across the world, and all is well. Well, I hope all is well with your soul, and we're going to take a look at that side of things today. We've talked about the structure of the chart. Did it last Wednesday, Friday on the positive side, on the weekly video. So we're going to talk about some applications today. But first, let's check in with Kristin to see what kind of lucky stars we have this week.
Hello, Thomas and Fun Astrology Podcast. Happy Monday. This week is mostly cautionary. We do move into lucky stars days Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, especially after the moon moves into Sagittarius at 5:37 p.m. Eastern. To find out more lucky stars days for October, join the Lucky Stars Club. Thomas and I can't wait to see you there. I hope you all have a great week.
And the Lucky Stars calendar for October is out. It went out Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you didn't get it, check your spam, junk, whatever folder your system uses. And then if you still don't have it, best would be to just leave me a chatbot message on hightimelineliving.com. Now, we've talked about why Kristin would say this is a cautionary week. And let me just point out, equinox, equal day and night. From the Latin equos nox, the sun enters Libra, the sign of the scales of balance. The spotlight is on the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, co-ventures, sharing or balancing your life with another. Isn't the sky so beautiful how it fits it all together? So to take a look at this, because it is so special with the sun on one of the angular points, one of the cardinal points, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, I would suggest if you want an interesting perspective on things right now, take your natal chart and set it to 0 degrees Aries. That's the natural zodiacal order. So now you're looking at Aries as the first house, Taurus as the second, Gemini third, etc. And there you will see quite a bit of action. I was going to say 3 planet. Well, no, it's more than that. But at 0 Aries, the first angular point, you will see Saturn and Neptune. We've been talking about that extensively. Then go directly across from it. You saw the weekly video, right? There's the sun and the moon as it crosses over today. You'll see Mercury not far away. And then, as of, 3:55 this morning Eastern Time, Mars will be in Scorpio. That's not an angular, but it's definitely one to put your eyes on. So if you set your natal chart to 0 Aries, and then put the sky, the current aspects or current transits in the sky, over that, then you'll see exactly how all of these things are relating to the natural order of your chart, and it's a very valid way to interpret it. It's another nuance that gives you value. If you need an app to do this, there are several on the phone. A lot of people use the free version of Time Passages. The free version of Astro Gold, if you're on an iPhone, would do it. Another iPhone-only one is Ephemeris. A lot of people use astro-seek.com, great website. But know where these things are hitting your chart, and this is worth some time and analysis. Then if you're in the Lucky Stars Club, take the information for October and even overlay that on top of it, because you need to know where that is related to your natal chart. Then I wanted to mention something that keeps coming up in between these eclipses or around these eclipses, and yes, will start to fade out now over the next 2 weeks as the moon starts to grow. But remember, we have this action going on around the later degrees of Pisces. Saturn in retrograde has already moved back in there, and Neptune will a month from today. So how have dreams been for you, or visions of past chapters from your life? I had this happen yesterday, strongly. Woke up playing chapters from the past over and over vividly in my mind. Who I was back in another time, another day on another planet. And a lot of that, I think, has been coming up. I've been hearing it. So what's the message? Where's the power in that for us? Especially since there is still some pixie dust left from yesterday's eclipse. I think what's going on is all of this deep digging, and Mars going back into Scorpio just re-emphasizes that, and the sun will get there in another month after it clears Libra. And that's exactly the same time that Neptune will be entering Pisces. So there's just this big magnetic energy right now to open up closets from the past. Now, when we say that, I always say, if the closets for you are exceptionally dark, please have professional help as you do this, as this stuff comes up. Be sure to find somebody who you trust, licensed, and if they practice astrology and weave that into their counseling, if they're a good astrologer, all the better. Because I do believe there is just incredibly powerful transformational energy working with us right now. Now, what happened to me yesterday is I woke up with it, and then as soon as the phone became illuminated at my own choosing, I could instantly feel that taper down, like it just almost closed off. Boy, did I ever get rid of that phone fast. That's the point. This comes from quietness, stillness, really undistracted. I mean, literally, picked it up, boom, spiritual conversation almost over instantly. Boy, I could feel the intensity of it drop. So thus the importance of carving out some time in our busy, busy lives to have that solitude with our soul. After the sun enters Libra tomorrow morning at just shy of 9 o'clock, it's opposite from Neptune, so there that is again. See, it's hot right now. It is really hot right now. And then tomorrow it trines Uranus, and on Wednesday it trines Pluto. There's just a lot of action the first half of this week, and then it goes radio silent all the way through the weekend. I mean, after Wednesday, we've got nothing. So it's a stacked week. Take advantage of it. Tune in. And because Mars is in Scorpio, I'm just saying for anybody, especially if you have planets in there, be careful. Be careful. And watch your head these days. All right, Kristin will pick apart some of this action tomorrow as we continue this theme, and then we'll be back together on Wednesday. Have a great day. Thanks. Love ya. Bye. Happy Equinox.